Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video in which I am giving you an update on all of my 8 ant colonies. I have awoken them from hibernation in the beginning of March, the rest of them, and I've kept them away and haven't posted anything on them since there wasn't really anything to show you guys. But this has changed since a lot of the queens became very active. They've been laying a lot of eggs, and brood wise they've been doing very, very good. So yeah, let's get right into the first colony. This over here is a colony of Formica fusca. It's not that, okay, alright. It's not that big, and you can see the queen right there with the workers who are taking the eggs away somewhere safer. I might have to change their test tube setup, but we'll see. I see they've got some dead workers. Not surprising after a few months of hibernation. But soon they'll be replaced by newer generations, which will lead to them being able to, well, reproduce to more than... Oh my god, I'm so bad at this right now. Alright, off to the next colony. Let me see, what do we have here next? Next, we have a small colony of Limopithema humili, known as Argentine ants, a highly invasive species. I have managed to procure one queen, and they've been doing quite good. For now, the queen has only laid one egg, which had turned into a larvae, which you can see the worker right next to the queen holding. Okay, what's up with the camera? Alright. They've actually pulled the cotton out and caused a flood, but later used the water from the flood, if you can believe, to be able to easily mine more into the cotton, and they have actually dug a room inside. There is this exterior room in which the queen likes to hang, but there's also another room inside here in which they keep most of their brood away from sight, which is kind of disappointing since I can't see exactly all the brood. I would have thought that they would move the queen inside there, but no, the queen likes it more out here. They might have more brood actually. I think there are 2 workers, each holding one larvae. Well, can see him with a larva. There was a second one. Well, the colony after hibernation has about 10 workers. And the queen doesn't really seem too keen on laying eggs. Alright, next we have a bustling colony of Formica. I don't know the exact genus of these guys, but Yeah, I don't actually know. What? They have a pupa? What? I mean, those eggs weren't here yesterday. And they really didn't have this pupa. They are really growing. And unfortunately, with their brood growth, you can see that the mold grows as well. I'm going to have to move them into a new enclosure soon. Wow, just look at the abdomen of the queen, how bubbled it is from all the eggs she's been laying. Huh. This is a nice queen. They seem to be very disturbed by me, so I'm going to just close this up and again, a larva, a pupa. I can't believe this. Whatever, I'm going to just leave them be. Let's see what is next. Next up, we have another colony of Formica fusca. As you can see, they have quite a lot of eggs. Wow. How many are there? Quite a few, actually. The queen's gaster is not that bubbled up, which means that she hasn't even yet started to lay eggs at her maximum capacity. Or maybe I'm just very blind, which is a possibility, and don't see them well enough. Okay, they're starting to panic. Alright, I'm going to just leave them. This colony has about 8 workers, maybe more. I didn't get to count these guys. But the queen is showing signs that she's healthy by the fact that she ate all the protein I gave them, and by the fact that she laid a lot of eggs. Well, next one is a Formica rufa, which are definitely in need of rehousing. I've tried countless times to move them into a new test tube, but they are very stubborn, you know? They don't want to move at all. Where's that worker running off with the eggs? I think that he was just searching for someplace darker to place them. The queens look so beautiful. She's like staring at the camera. Well, I've disturbed them enough. I should just let them sit in peace and silence. Peace and quiet, peace and silence. Let's see what is next on our list. I'm keeping these guys for later. Next up, we have yet another Formica. you can see that the queen has really been busy. And yep, panic, complete panic, because I opened up the nest after 5 months of darkness. I just opened up the nest and they're in full-on panic mode. These guys don't really like the camera at all. I might have to rehouse them as well, because the cotton is getting kind of dirty. But who knows? These guys, before hibernation, had about 50 workers. But unfortunately, during the hibernation, they dropped from 50 to about 15. That's kind of a large amount of losses. But you can see that the queen started to lay a lot of eggs to try to rebuild what the worker force they lost. Finally, they stopped panicking. Move away from the queen's head. I want to take a screenshot. Alright, I've taken it. Yeah, at first they seem to be very panicked, but they usually settle down the first 30 seconds since the light burnt into the nest or something. The workers have been eating very well. They are actually very greedy. They don't leave anything behind, which is actually quite normal, I think, because after 5 months of hibernation, of course, they'd be very hungry. Well, here is one which you guys might be very, very happy to meet. I think that you guys remember our 2 Myrmica rubra queens. Which are living together over here. Oh, there's one of the queens that's getting out. I can't really look. You can see the second one in the back. If you can believe, these girls actually have a lot of larvae, some eggs, and even 2 pupae. I'm not really able to show. Oh, you can see the larvae. Can you see them? The second queen is tending to them. They are kind of large. Look at how she's brushing those larvae. These queens have settled themselves some roles, like one queen always stays inside the nest and cares for the brood, while the second one acts more like a worker. And if you could take a closer look, you'd be able to see that the first queen, the one that is always inside the nest, has a much more bubbled gaster, while the second one has very little stripes on the gaster, which means that the second one queen, the queen that is right now outside the nest, guarding, I think, is laying less eggs than the first one. Yes, I just had a look underneath. Oh, she's going off. Well, where are you going? I think she's just exploring. She can't be foraging for food because I just filled that tray with honey 2 days ago and they completely ate it all. I mean, they just ate it all and replaced it with dirt. I guess that's my cash for bringing them home delivery. Can you see the eggs? And the larvae? The eggs are right these. These are the eggs. And you can see two larvae, you can see them actually. They are really careful with their brood. Well, I'm going to leave these two girls for now because as long as they don't have one worker, I'm going to be very careful not to disturb them, since one sudden movement can get them to destroy everything. And we're going off to the colony that has shown the most changes. That being our beloved Tetramorium. Just take a look at that. Is that worker awakened? Yes, it is. See that small white worker? How cute. These guys, as you can see, have grown a lot. They have about 12 pupa and a lot of larvae. But I don't know. Wait, there are quite a few. Oh, I think most of the pupa already woke up, which you can already see from that very white worker. I think that he just woke up like 2 minutes ago or something like that. How cute he is when he's white. Okay, I have a feeling that my last expression sounded very racist. And I am really sorry for that. It sounded way too racist. What's funny is that the pale worker doesn't seem to like to wander away from the queen. I mean, if you look carefully, that little guy is always sitting by the queen. Oh no, there he is. He's right now there. Whatever. Oh my god, I can't fix this. Okay. These guys are growing very fast. And I like it. It shows that the colony is healthy. What? A second worker that's lighter. Can you see him? It's right there in the middle. Where the right... Oh my god, no, you can't, of course. See him. There, lighter, on the center. I might be crazy, but... Oh my god, just stay in one place, camera. Again, you can see the little white worker. Right next to the queen. How cute. Well, I might just leave you a little more time with the Tetramorium. And then I'm going to close the video. If you liked what you saw, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing the video. Also, don't forget to click that bell to be notified the next time I get to post an update on my colonies. And I wanted to give you a piece of news. Soon, when this colony will be large enough, I mean about when they fill the test tube completely, I'm going to make a tutorial on how to make a nest out of plaster. So yeah, you should keep an eye on the channel because building a nest out of plaster might be interesting. I mean, it can't be that hard, right? I might be so terribly wrong. But anyway, I'm going to leave you a few more minutes.